Okay, so here we go. This is a day 21 summary, now officially in day 22. So this is awesome. Now, the only negative sleep event to report is going to be a no sleep that did occur at 3 p.m. Basically, was in a like sort of a high level meeting, if you will, at work, um, and got off of that meeting with a lot of energy. Also went a little bit over on the nap time. I think I was half an hour over because I couldn't help it because the meeting went beyond my nap time, which is you know pretty much okay. I mean, as long as you don't like go over up into another phase, like entirely skip a phase, you can move it a little bit. I mean, it's not recommended to do it during adaptation, of course, but you know, 30 minutes forward is not gonna, it's not going to be a problem. I mean, that's just generally how it works. Um, I would never do that casually. I mean, I'm only did it because I absolutely had to. So the no sleep did occur, and it was definitely over 24 hours since the last major negative sleep event that had occurred. But I do like the fact that it occurred at 3 p.m. I like that a lot. I want it to stay that way, and that the reason probably why it occurred is because of the close proximity. Right, the ultimate close proximity to that major sleep event due to that technical error on day 20. Okay, and because if it hadn't been for that, then I would have had enough fatigue in a 3 p.m. phase, which is the notorious 3 p.m. phase, to not definitely not have a no sleep. That's for sure. There was a vivid REM dream in the 7 p.m. phase, and it started off that way, but because of the no sleep, it maybe within 30 minutes it was eclipsed by the sleep deprivation. But it was nice experiencing that vivid REM dream and having that. I mean, it felt good to have that dream. I mean, and it's nice, when when it's almost like I knew, if I go to sleep and I get this dream, I'm gonna feel good, and I know I need it. It's like it's getting like my body understands the flow of how things work, and it's like I know if I get this sleep, I'm gonna feel good, and it's exactly what I need. It's and because I did have to fight off the boogeyman there to get to sleep, to finally get there. There was this boogeyman following me, and I was fighting and fighting and fighting. And when sleep came, I knew I was gonna get what I needed. I was gonna get that sleep, and I was gonna feel good, and and I got that vivid REM dream, and it worked fine. And that's good. The brain is cooperating, with me here, and then woke up feeling, started to feel that polyphasic euphoria. But then, I did have a no sleep the phase before, so I'm gonna have to pay for that. And it was eventually eclipsed by the sleep deprivation. So, other than that, we have all greens. I mean, there was not off battles going on during the phase. There was not off battles. Um, okay, and that's good. We want to have that. Basically, I think one of the hardest things to realize, especially when you first get started, like I was just reading um, the blog from a gentleman. I think it was called. See, it's at the Polyphasic Society. His name is Monological. It should be mono illogical. I mean that's just my opinion on monophasic sleeping. I don't think it's normal. I'm just saying. Everybody's gonna swear about. I mean, the ones that really hate all polyphasic sleeping, they swear how monophasic sleeping, the 8-hour sleep cycle is normal. You have to have it. If you don't have it, you're gonna die. I mean, like that. But anyway, he was he's in his first week, just finished his first week, and he's kind of distressed about the more intense version because he has made a lot of progress, and he he's got a more intense, in other words, the elite special forces boogeyman is what I call it. He's got a more the most intense version of the sleep deprivation. Okay, and it's weirding him out because he's like, and I'm almost certain, just based on what he said, he's probably read Steve Pavlina's blog and he saw how Steve Pavlina adapted in 7 days. I went through the exact same thing on was it, I'm probably both my first and second attempt where I read Steve Pavlina's blog. I saw he adapted in 7 days. I went through 7 days of the Uberman. I felt the polyphasic euphoria and the time dilation and just how everything was clicking. I was getting REM in my naps and I mean and everything, and I'm thinking, yeah, 7 days, just like me and Steve, we're adapted, and then bam, Boogeyman second wind. And the amazing thing is he actually uses the word second wind in his blog, just like I did. So and so I mean that's the thing. Okay, what the my point behind all this is that if you're experiencing sleep deprivation, then you are doing it correctly. That's really the psychological victory is when you realize sleep deprivation means I'm doing it right. It's because it's exactly where I need to be in order to overcome that sleep deprivation. Okay, you've got to have it in order to overcome it. Okay, and you have to overcome it in order for the brain to finally adapt to your schedule. Because you're not adapting to the brain schedule, the brain is adapting to your schedule, and that's what Aya points out. She turns the tables on that perspective there of what adaptation actually means. Um, so Dang. Um, I've got a serious issue with nature calling here, and I don't want to be, TMI and all over the place here, but I'm going to pretty much have to end this. It's one of these urgent situations where I'm going to have to end this thing. But yes, if you have sleep deprivation, you're doing it right. Conquer that sleep deprivation, and you will be adapted. Persevere, and you will be adapted. You know, make it happen. Be a conquering hero, and you will be an Uberman. Ubermen conquer sleep deprivation, not the other way around. Okay? So, see ya.